Well, hello and welcome back to Cozy Couch Corner for another episode of Tea and Tarot. Cheers! Well, it's brightened up here. This afternoon's bright and sunny, blue sky. Proper windy though. I don't know what it's like outside. I haven't been outside today. I ought to make myself go outside really. Got to check if I need to top the pond up. On my second attempt at making yoghurt, it didn't work. I didn't realise I had to heat the milk up. I've made it before, but I've made it from a powder. And this time I did it from yoghurt I had in the fridge that was live. And I put the milk in it, but I didn't know it had to be hot, or like at least body temperature. I got a thing to put it in that you put hot water in the bottom, but that wasn't enough. So I've had another go today. So I've heated the whole thing up in the microwave, stuck some more yoghurt in it, and I'm hoping for the best now. What was left in the measuring jug that I heated it up in when I went to wash it up seemed to have thickened. So hopefully the rest of it, as it's supposed to be, it's got the bacteria in to make it a set yoghurt just naturally by itself. So we'll see. If it's thick, if it's got any kind of thickness, I think at this point I'll be happy. After, this is day 2 of trying to make it. What good news do you have for us today, please? The Hierophant. I see us coming through an opening. And I think the other day we had doorways, didn't we? And pushing ahead with our own rules, because often we spend our lives living by other people's rules and other people's expectations and pandering to other people's wants. So we're getting more empowered, because that's living by our own rules, living on our own terms is empowerment. It's throwing off dependencies where we've been dependent on other people or it could be society, could be family, could be religion, countries, to make decisions for us, to tell us how we should be and what we should think and what we should do. And it's throwing it all off. It's throwing the weight of it off, throwing the weight of expectation off. What do you want? What makes you feel free? What makes you feel joyful? What makes you want to dance? What lights you up? And thinking about that and doing that. And what frees you from the everyday mundane stuff. What makes your life worth living? And sometimes you have to be a bit pig-headed about it, because we can get pushed and pulled in different directions and by other people. I've got to say work's coming through what everybody else wants and not what we want. And often it comes down to boundaries, doesn't it? It's definitely about standing our ground. And we can all be a bit flexible and we can all, agree to compromise. But is it balanced? Is it a two-way street, or are we the one that's always compromising? Are we the one that is always flexible? It's making sure that our needs are met, but also, like I said, that we can find the things for joy, because if all the time we're doing what other people want, we're not living our own life, we're living their life. And that just leads to resentment. If we feel resentful in places, then that's usually where we should have said no or done less. Sometimes it's not about not doing the thing at all. Sometimes it's about doing less. Sometimes it's about reciprocation, where people could and are able to do what we've done what they want, are they doing what we want in terms of, maybe a social activity or whatever? Or are we always doing what they want every time, and are we never doing what we want? Not shrinking. And being able to speak up again for ourselves. Sometimes it's easier just to go along with everyone, isn't it? And stay quiet. But it's not necessarily good for us. So this is about standing in our power and speaking up for ourselves and moving forward in a way that we want to move forward, not in the way that somebody else is trying to push us forward, and not going towards things that others are trying to push us to, doing what we want. What good news do you have for us for tomorrow, please? Knight of Swords, the 3 of Wands, the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, happy ever after, emotional fulfillment, everything we wanted. How are we getting there? We're still moving up out of the darkness to the light, within our own power, aren't we? We're also getting help. What are we moving away from? I can see the city in the background, and the city is really dark. And there's a light on in a tower, and it looks like a one-eyed monster with gnashing teeth. It's like someone coming to eat you, and not in a good way. It's not about coming to destroy us. It's about problem. We're leaving problems behind that we didn't think we could get away from. We're leaving problems behind that we thought we were stuck with, that we were living with, but we're moving away from it. Something we didn't think we could move away from, we're moving away from. But it's not moving after us because it's static. So whatever it was, we've left its sphere of influence. We've moved away and it can't come after us. Because we freed ourselves from that, then we get to leap forward. We've got the wind behind us. We're leaping forward. We're leaping over obstacles. We know that obstacles are being removed. The path is getting straighter. It's clearer about where we're going. It feels much clearer. Feels much more real. And it feels much more possible. There we are then.